Hey everybody, it's Saturday, November, I think 5th, 2023. And I thought I would get on today and discuss in this video about how everything in the universe is working for your highest good. Um, Nelson Mandela is quoted as saying, "I never lose, I either win or I learn something." And when you adopt the philosophy or the belief that everything in the universe is working for your highest good, it will. But it actually is. Our trials and tribulations are there not to make us suffer, but for us to learn from so that we can expand our consciousness and learn and grow from there. If you find that you're having a repeating pattern in your life, it's usually because you haven't learned the lesson around it. I know that I've had several that have gone on for decades. And until I started meditating and understanding how things operate, um, I had a lot of those repeating patterns. But what I do now is I go into a meditative state if I'm particularly distressed about something or I have this repeating pattern, and I ask, what is the lesson behind this? What is it I'm supposed to learn? And sometimes the answer comes immediately, and sometimes it comes hours later, and sometimes it's the next day. But generally speaking, I will always get that answer. And there was something else I wanted to mention about this. I'm trying to look at my notes and I'm distracted because I'm in a public park here, and there are people walking around. So you're going to hear cars, you're going to hear people, and that can't be controlled. But and there's a little squirrel that's running by. Um, when I was first waking up, I had, like I said, a lot of really unusual experiences, and one of them was I didn't know the name of it, but I heard a voice. It was a crystal clear. It was a male voice, and it was one word. Both time, two of the three times, I was on the verge of falling asleep at that point where a lot of times you'll jerk thinking you're about to fall off the bed, and you're in that sort of in between. You're not asleep, you're not awake, and that's very often when you will receive messages. And I received the first message I received was the word neuroplasticity, and I thought, and it so compelled me. First of all, I was shocked to be hearing a voice. It seemed to be a message specifically for me, and I got up and I looked it up, and it was about changing the way I was looking at things. And so I thought about how I was thinking about things in general, and it was fairly negative. And I started looking at ways to turn something around. Rather than looking at something as a problem, look at it as a challenge, something to overcome. Just that simple shift in my perspective and the way I looked at resolving a problem made all the difference in the world. And so, anyway, that was the first message that I got. There goes a butterfly. The second message that I got was cognitive dissonance, because what was going on was I was waking up and I was learning about the true nature of reality, and I was rather horrified about it. I was getting negative, so I had to change the way I was looking at things. But then I had a hard time rationalizing my old self with my new self, the way I had always seen things and the way I was seeing them now. And so that second message was about that and about reconciling the two, finding some kind of harmony. And the last time I heard a message, I still don't know today what that means, but it said it wasn't right when I fall asleep. It was smack dab in the middle of the night, and my husband and I were dead asleep, and I heard the words 7 years. Um, and that was, I still don't know what that means. At first I went into fear because I'd been concerned about my husband's health, and I thought maybe it only meant he had 7 years. Then I thought, whoa, maybe it means me, and I did the math. And so I thought, that's interesting. In 7 years, which was a while ago, I'll be 63. And I was born in the year 63. So I thought that was pretty unusual. Now I'm just not sure. I don't know if I thought maybe it's 7 years of tribulation. We do kind of seem to be in that. And so anyway, that's a mystery. And so anyway, uh, the whole thing that I wanted to get across to you is to believe and to trust that everything that is going on, good, bad, and indifferent, is for your highest good. And if you will just embrace that, and if you don't understand why bad things happen, well, God did give us free will. Um, he he put us here, but he also gave us free will, and man does often not good things, so bad things do happen. But the thing is, we can't control what's going on in the world. We can only control how we respond to it. Just trust that the universe is working for your highest good. Learn your lesson, and you will get through it faster. I love y'all, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.